All right, everybody, what's going on? Real quick to let you know, we're talking about TNA Impact Wrestling. Be sure, real quick, to follow us on the ICW_podcast account on Twitter. Talk to us about TNA. Also, we want to, we just want to hear your thoughts. We just want to hear your thoughts. So while the intro is playing, be sure to follow us on Twitter. Leave us a comment, and we'll be sure to get back to you as soon as possible. Here in a little bit to talk a little TNA Impact Wrestling. Cody Rhodes debuted. That was pretty fun, right? But, we'll be back here in a second. All right, guys, we are here live everywhere. We debuting on Facebook Live. I need to move my camera down just a little bit because it's a little too on the high side for me. I ain't that tall yet. I'm still growing. But we're talking about TNA Impact Wrestling for 10/13/2016. Some of the key moments we had tonight was Cody Rhodes making his in-ring debut. Obviously, he debuted at Bound for Glory, making his in-ring. But we also, got a chance to see a Grand Championship match. We got to see Marche Rocket again tonight, and we also determined a #1 contender because EC3 and Moose had a match, but I don't know if they like #1.5 contenders because they got to face Lashley to figure out who's gonna be the #1 contender. So it's one of those situations. We also got to see the boy Aiden O'Shea. Be sure to go and check that out on the channel. We got an interview with him on the channel. I'm going to promote that every time I see him from now on. Dang on it. Got to see the thug on the show tonight. I was excited. But Casey, any overall thoughts on the show? Just how it played out. I thought it was a pretty solid show, in my opinion.
Well, I'm a twist this around and we're gonna try to do something maybe like this. I don't know.
Style out here.
We're trying to figure out how we're gonna do this this Facebook Live thing. But I like the show. I'm excited for next week. I think it's next week. We finally get Moose and Lashley, that I've been wanting for like a month now. And they're probably not going to give it to us. Something's going to come up, and there's going to be some stipulation where Lashley's going to be in like Germany or something. Something's going to happen, and I'm not going to get the match that I want. But overall, pretty good show.
Okay. And I put it in my article exclusively on DailyDDT.com. I put it in my article that I feel like TNA has been the best weekly show of the year, especially mainstream. And obviously, we only got technically 2 companies, New Japan as well, but I don't really get to see them weekly, so I couldn't, can't really put that in there. But from a weekly standpoint, although SmackDown has been good, SmackDown Live has been good, I really feel like TNA's been the best of the 2, in my opinion. But let's jump into the first thing we had. We had Eddie Edwards addressing Wolves Nation. I guess technically we started off with the video package. I don't know if you wanted to talk about the video package. It was a good review of last week. I kind of like these video packages. It does make the shows feel a little bit bigger because a lot of times you don't get these like reviewing of last week video packages unless you were like, there's like a pay-per-view or some kind of big show. Any thoughts on that, though? Any thoughts on the initial video package? I liked it. I think it really summed up last week pretty well for people maybe just tuning in. Any thoughts on that?
It was a video package. Yeah. And
that's why we don't talk about video packages here. It's funny, though, and I love the man half the time. But it's funny, when I skip a video package, this man will just be on me about it for like the rest of my life. But when I do all the video packages, he'd be like, it was a video package. There was videos, there was some editing in there, So we're gonna move on to Eddie Edwards addressing the Wolves Nation. I like this. I still am not happy about Eddie Edwards, Mike Zios. I'm just not. I don't like him. I just don't. I like Eddie Edwards as a wrestler. Never really been a fan of his mic skills. Never thought he was really that good on the mic. And I think it showed tonight, and that might affect him a little bit as far as his fans and whatnot, especially like casual fans. It might affect him a little bit, but I enjoyed this segment with Lashley coming out angry as he should be, and coming out and attacking Eddie Edwards to eventually be saved by EC3 and Moose. Lashley, basically the premise of his attack, he wanted to title back. He wanted another title shot. It was kind of like last night when we was watching NXT and Samoa Joe was like, Ringo! Lashley was like, Corgan! So like it was kind of like that. But I like that Lashley came out and kind of attacked Eddie Edwards. And then even when, I don't know if you saw this, but I caught this, when EC3 and Moose came out to save the day, it still felt like the title, the focus was on the title that just happened to be laying on the ground. I know EC3 was over there like, I want that over there. I like that. It looks good. And look good on the ground over there, but I like it. So I caught EC3 kind of checking out the title a little bit. So the title, still seems to be the main focus, which I kind of like. Also on Eddie Edwards addressing the Wolves Nation. And almost dying in front of the Wolves Nation.
Well, first of all, to my buddy Jason, I do eat peen. I eat all of the peen. It's delicious and nutritious. That was a Facebook Live comment. But I liked it. I love Eddie. Don't get me wrong. But when he came out with the title, I couldn't help but think he just looked like a dude who bought a replica belt. Like I still can't. I can't. I love the man. I just can't. Like, no. I mean,
wow.
Wow. I give him props because the TNA replica belt is like $2,000, $3,000. It's not cheap. I'm just saying, but it looks like he just bought the replica and was like, "Yeah, I'm the champion. Hey guys."
It happens, It does. It happens. So let's jump into the way they set this up was hilarious because like they were back-to-back segments and it was just hilarious how they set it up. The Tribunal go backstage and they want to talk to Billy Corgan, but obviously they're stopped by the Thug. And basically, O'Shea says he's been talking to the boss. He says, you guys need to do something impressive. You guys aren't impressing me right now. You guys aren't impressing the boss right now. You guys got to do something impressive. Love him, Nate O'Shea in this kind of backstage role. I'm glad he's doing something, if nothing. I just enjoyed this. I did. I always enjoy Aiden O'Shea. We got to see him a couple of times tonight, which was pretty funny. But any thoughts on the Tribunal having to do some impressive things to keep the eyes of the boss?
First of all, I
don't mean Sasha Banks. My fault. I clear that up. I don't mean Sasha Banks. Not in this.
I thought when he was talking about the boss, I thought she was in there. So, man, this whole show, I thought Sasha Banks was there. They need to clear this stuff up when they, But I liked it. I still like him outside the door, just, denying access to everybody except for Lashley. We didn't see Lashley go in later on. So how'd he get in though? How did he do that? I don't get it. But I was impressed with how they tried to impress the boss later on in the night, but we'll see that when we get to it.
All right. Well, let's jump into Billy Corgan, which was ironic because this came right after the segment. Billy Corgan just walks up, for his interview because you can't see the boss, but he just kind of be there for the interview. I just thought that was funny. He had that coat on. I was like, okay, I see you, Billy. And takes away Lashley's title shot. He says, you don't do this. You don't attack the champion and expect to get a title match. That's not how it works, Lashley. That's not how it works. basically he took away like kind of that free title shot and is gonna make him earn it. That's kind of how it went. Because at first I was really confused. I thought he took it away completely, and then Lashley talked him into giving him back. But basically, he took the shot away from Lashley, and then basically saying, Lashley, you got to face the winner of tonight's main event. But I'm not going to tell you who tonight's main event is. And basically, I think he ended up letting Lashley pick people, ironically enough, which was weird. But anyway, thoughts on Billy Corgan taking away Lashley's shot and making him earn it a little bit more type thing?
First of all, do you have it specifically on you? Because I don't see the camera be changing when I'm talking. I think you have it just on you right now.
I don't. I really don't. I got it on you right now.
Okay, because I don't. Maybe it's.
Sometimes I don't know why, but sometimes because Google Plus GG. Sometimes it. Like I don't know why. Like because like a lot of times I watch it and it'll stay on you the whole time. Like when. Whatever.
I'm just gonna have to do it manually. So,
hard work. I'm telling you, it's rough. It's rough out here.
It is. It's rough. It is. The struggle is real. I get it. I get what the kids say these days now. I get it. I understand. What were we talking about again? Oh yeah, Lashley not getting his chance because he lost his chance because he doesn't deserve it, and I'm going to get so much hate from Lashley fans, but I don't care. He doesn't deserve it. No. But then he got the chance later on. I don't know why, but it sets up the match that I finally wanted, even though it's not going to happen.
It is. It's got to happen. There's no way it doesn't.
It probably won't. It probably won't. Oh, my God, we have a viewer. It's DJ Beal.
It was just me. It was just me. I wanted to count it to Jason, my boy. Jason, you're now my boy. You're in the club, so you should feel special about that. I'm just saying. But I'm gonna go ahead and bring actual show. I'm gonna go ahead and talk about Lashley trying to talk to the boss. He wanted Sasha Banks. I think he did. I think he thought Sasha Banks was in there, so he kind of snuck his way in there, and then she won't. So, I was wondering how Lashley got it. Like it was kind of like Lashley got in there without Aiden O'Shea knowing. That's what caught me off guard. He was like sneaking out. Hope nobody don't see me. He was kind of sneaking out or whatever. I thought that was hilarious. I didn't understand that Lashley is gonna get. He basically got to choose the competitors for the main event tonight. I thought that was weird, but I was like, okay. He set up a good match nonetheless, a match we haven't seen yet nonetheless, so I'll take it. Any thoughts on Lashley sneaking into the boss's office? I mean, I think he snuck in there. I think he just kind of slid in there like a DM. I think
he slid in Billy Corgan's DMs. All right, that's not weird.
Don't make it weird, Casey.
I always make something weird on this show. I'm just confused. Like, are we to assume that Billy Corgan is just a pushover? Because people seem to get whatever they want with this man. I mean, people hate Dixie, but at least she made you work for stuff. And when she took something away, she took it away.
Unless you were Magnum.
She didn't give it back to you like 10 minutes later. No. Stop it, Billy. Stop it.
This man not a real boss. He's not a real boss, dang on it. But let's jump into the Grand Championship match. We had Aron Rex versus Jessie Godderz. And another match where Aron Rex completely dies throughout the entire match. Aron Rex, I don't know if it's the style of match or it's the way they're booking the man, but this man and the Grand Championship is not going to last long. I don't know how he still has it. Because Jessie Godderz dominated him. For mentioning that Jessie Godderz has that amateur background because he kind of showed that off a little bit in this match, and I like that. I enjoyed seeing Jessie Godderz kind of be dominant. Like Rabbit has been saying over the past couple of weeks, I think we're seeing Aron Rex turn heel. I think we are because tonight. You saw him get frustrated, which usually faces don't really do. You saw him get frustrated. He's pounding on the mat. He was upset. He wasted some of his time on the outside, which was actually a little surprising too. I knew when Jessie Godderz came in because he didn't attack the leg at all, which was odd to me. The commentary hit on that too. He didn't attack the leg at all, and it had this big old piece of wrapping on it. You gotta attack that like bubble wrap, baby. You gotta pop the bubbles out of it. Come on now, Aaron. Everybody likes bubble wrap. Anyway,
what
shut up.
Talking about
Shut up.
what?
Shut your mouth. Shut up. We're talking about bubble wrap. Anyway, getting back into the ring, and he kicked. I think he kicked more of the leg, but he kicked the rope, and it kind of affected the leg a little bit. I like that, and I knew he was gonna do it as soon as Jessie Godderz got it in the way he did. I was like, Aron Rex is about to tell the fans to turn on Aron Rex to a certain degree as a character, not necessarily as a wrestler, as a character, because I heard some boos tonight. Somehow Aron Rex comes back and wins with the Revelator. I thought it was a good match, but I was, I don't know if I can necessarily be surprised by Jessie Godderz being dominant anymore. The man has done it 2 times in a row, in these style of matches. But I enjoyed the match. I had a feeling Aron Rex was going to come back and win somehow. I kind of wish they would have had it go down to the wire a little bit more though. Whereas he kind of wins in the last couple of seconds more so than he hits one move and then wins because LOL Cena wins. We don't like that, right? We as wrestling fans, we don't like LOL Cena wins. LOL Rex wins. We don't like that. So, I wish they would have kind of extended that out just a little bit. I definitely thought it was a good match. Aron Rex retains the Grand Championship. Casey, thoughts on your Grand Championship match? And do you like bubble wrap, man? I'm just saying. It's
Man, again, we get the 9-10, 9-10, 9-10, 9-10. And it's always and there's an echo again. You might want to mute it. There we go. Good job. Yeah, they need to fix that because we're catching on. We're not as dumb as they think we are. If one of the competitors has 9 the entire round and the other one has 10, we're gonna notice that. You don't even have to change the numbers. Just don't have every single one be 9-10, 9-10. Have Aron Rex get 10-9, 9-10 or something, but it was Aron Rex all 10s or Jessie Godderz all 9s. It was stupid. Actually, the other way around because Jessie won the rounds. But I actually thought he was going to win. I really did. I thought they were going to have Aron Rex drop the belt to him, but he got the win. He did. I don't know. I love Aron Rex, but he's just. I think Rabbit is a little bit right, and it hurts me. It hurts me to agree with him.
Oh God. That's the first time. It's the first time for everything, guys.
And it's not even Aron. I like Aron Rex. He just the man needs to hit the gym. He getting a little pudgy, and it's slowing him down a little bit. It is. It's slowing him down a little bit, and yeah. Also, the only thing I don't like about this Facebook Live, besides having to hold this right now, is I can't type.
You need a selfie stick.
I can't type back messages to people. So as you're talking, I'm getting comments and I can't reply. But then they're gone now, so I'm not even gonna reply back. So whatever. If you're gonna comment and then you're gonna leave, and then I can't get to your comment, whatever.
All right. Yeah, I agree. He do need to, hit if the gym a little bit more, but I don't know. He's probably he's probably in TNA what is this? Wait, this is a ring? Hold up. I'm wrestling? I don't get it. So I'm sure he's kind of confused.
Where's he at? Where's he at? Where I go?
Where the Miz go? Let's jump into the next thing we had, which these segments were hilarious. The Allie and Maria segments tonight. Allie, hey, sorry, girl, I do. She is the girlfriend of my favorite wrestler of all time in TNA right now, Braxton Sutter. So
he sucks.
she tells Maria he doesn't. He's real good, but that's the only reason you don't like the man. See, and you know the logic though. Anyway, Allie tells Maria, she knows basically is man from ringside tonight, which would eventually include Mike Bennett too, which was freaking hilarious. I love how Allie was like, Miss Maria. Just how like she was so innocent, but she knew she had bad news. It was so funny. That they had when basically Allie was like, they banned me, so I'm gonna go now. I thought that was hilarious. Allie had me cracking tonight. Any thoughts on the Allie Maria Let's Man Everyone You Know segments tonight?
Sorry, the Facebook thing ended. I'm trying to figure out this whole thing. Anyway, I liked the backstage segment, except where is my Laurel Van Ness in the dress that she was in? That's the only thing that was missing was that dress and Laurel Van Ness. The Laurel Van Ness dress, it rhymes. Get it? Because it Van Ness and dress. But I don't know. I like that, everyone was banned from ringside. And we'll get to the match, but I felt like, I don't know, it just felt abrupt and like, I don't know, it felt like it ended too quickly. Like, okay, and now she doesn't have power anymore. I felt like there should have been some sort of like loophole or something to like, obviously she's gonna fight it to try and keep power, but it just, something was weird about it to me.
Let's jump into Lashley approaching Moose and EC3, telling them that he has a surprise for them. Will be facing in the main event. Two friends who bonded together to try to take me out. In the main event, kind of playing some mind games a little bit there. I definitely like this segment. I like Lashley playing mind games and whatnot. Any thoughts on Lashley playing a little mind games with EC3 and Moose, basically kind of setting up that match?
I was confused because when they become best friends, though, like that was never explained when they became. I mean, I get it. They have personal lives and stuff like that. They're not always on TV, but I mean, when they, because we never seen them together really, except like, in passing maybe. I was just confused. I couldn't help but think like, why? When did they hang out all the time? Like, did they know each other before TNA? Like, did they have poker nights or like, did they go bowling? Like, what? I need to know. I need to know.
All right. But we know what Casey does on his weekends. He has poker nights and goes bowling. All right, so let's jump in.
I do.
Let's jump into the Hardys coming out. I know they had a little backstage segment before this, just basically saying that they were going to come out and do this segment, address the zone of impact. This segment. Only thing I don't like about Hardy, it's just weird. Like, Jeff Hardy goes through this weird transformation all the time where he's like obsolete, but he's still like Jeff Hardy, right? Like he's still like the original Jeff Hardy. And I feel like more and more he's becoming like more of the original Jeff Hardy. I don't know, but and maybe that's just them turning face, and maybe that's what they're trying to do with that. I'm not sure, but I like that they were proclaiming they were the best. They say not even the Bucks of Youth knew. can dethrone the Broken Brilliance. I thought that was hilarious. I like how they kind of, it wasn't even taking shots. It was just kind of saying, yo, there's other tag team champions around, but we're better than them. And they were challenging everyone. I know Matt Hardy has sent out a tweet. I think it was a couple of days ago, just before this taping was about to play, and basically talking about how about how he's challenging either the Day of the New or the or the Bucks of the Youth or whatever. I just thought that was funny. And then basically they said he had a premonition. Basically is what happened. Premonition that the number one contenders for the tag team champions would be revealed tonight. And as we go to commentary and they talk about, oh my God, they're the broken champions, all this. Yeah, daddy, what is daddy? Oh, what is that? Yeah, and then the tribunal come in and they attack the Hardys. And I guess your new number one contenders, but do they become number one contenders? Because technically, by Billy's rules, you're gonna have to face somebody else and then become, because you attack the champions. That's how it works. Because Billy, he explained that earlier to Lashley, so I don't think they got that. That's not the impact he wants, But anyway, it's gonna be cool to see the Tribunal as the number one contenders. I like the Tribunal a lot, just as much as we kind of expected them to. Like, they've had their feuds, but haven't really been pushed that much. So I'm excited to see them in a match with the Hardys coming up. I don't know if that's gonna be next week but I like the Tribunal nonetheless. Any thoughts on your new number one contenders and the premonition?
This man. First of all, Jeff Hardy, I noticed that too with the whole. They are so inconsistent with him. I don't know if it's TNA creative or if it's just Jeff Hardy. You're going, you know what? Nah, I'm just going to be me this week. No, if you're going to do a character, you need to stay in that character. You need to keep that character. You can't just be that character one week and then next week just come out as normal Jeff Hardy. I noticed that in the backstage segment when he didn't have the white eye contacts in, and I was like, oh, they're doing just the normal Jeff Hardy thing. It's weird and it's inconsistent, and it kills the storyline a little bit for me. Because it makes it confusing. Like, is he really broken or is he not also broken? Like, what? I get that Matt's broken, but I need to know if Jeff is really broken or if he's just what is he? I did like the Tribunal coming out to attack the Hardys. I swear I've seen this before in the entertainment of World Wrestling with the three gentlemen who attacked the Cena of John. I swear it looks so similar. That's the first thing I thought. I was like, they're doing a Shield thing. That's what they're doing. They're all in black. They got basically the same attire. Yeah, that's what they're doing. I get it.
The French Shield.
They are the French Shield. But yeah, I liked it. It was. I'm entertained. I am entertained. I hope they actually give them a good push though, just because we saw what happened to them in NXT, and yeah,
we did. We saw that.
When does Basil Baraka get his title shot? I mean, because Baron Dax, he got his title shot last week. When does Basil Baraka get his title shot?
I think he should be upset. I think he should be upset. I do.
Like, bro, why you get it and I didn't get it? Like,
All right, let's move on to the Mike Bennett and Cody video package. I like this because it made this feud feel bigger than it probably even is. I like how they kind of promoted this. You know, they promoted kind of their history a little bit, even though it hasn't been that much of a history. They still promoted it like it was kind of this been building for months and months and months. And I like this. I like that they're kind of abiding by his list and whatnot. I think that's pretty cool. But I just like the video package. I thought it was a pretty good video package. Any thoughts on the video package, or was it? Man.
Well, I mean, it was a package of videos to put together into one big.
That's actually how they work. You know, usually, when it's a video package, they put a couple videos in one to make it one long. Yeah.
And it had this Cody fella in it. He kind of reminds me of Dusty Rhodes' son, Cody Rhodes. He reminded me of him. It can't be because his name just Cody. Ironically enough, the nice lady that he with, his wife, is Brandy Rhodes, which is weird. I don't know what that's all about. But yeah, this was a video package, and it was a good one. I liked it. It was a package of videos put together, and they had a bow on it. They wrapped it up all night.
You had no idea what to talk about. You made that last a long time. I'm just gonna say it. But we got Mike Bennett versus Cody, the debut of Cody Rhodes in TNA. I'm gonna give you this match because I feel like I haven't given you a match, and I feel bad. So
yeah. So this was a match.
This man.
Give me a second.
He can't even do it. He can't even do it.
I just need to compose myself because I'm just so excited about this match. Yeah, so this was a match. It had Cody versus the Miracle Mike Bennett. And, no, I actually did like this match. I felt like it wasn't the best match they could have put on, but I feel like hopefully they're building up a feud between these two, because I feel like from this match they could put on a lot of good matches. They seem to have good chemistry together. Poor Brandy still has no idea what she's doing. She still thinks she gonna need to be in that corner. She just looks so awkward right now. Like she's not sure where to go, where to stand, what to do. I'm like, oh, this poor girl, this poor girl. But yeah, I like this match. I really hope they do keep this going and they build up to a good feud with these two. Just because it feels like they were kind of doing stuff with Mike Bennett, but at the same time not doing anything with Mike Bennett, which is kind of weird. Like they were teasing putting him in the main event picture with the title, but then not ever doing anything with him. So at least now he has a feud and something to do. And I would love to see, depending on Brandy Rhodes' wrestling ability, I would love to see some intergender matches with them because we haven't really seen that much in a while. I am done. You may move on.
No time. All right.
You know what? I'm not done. And then Cody, we ain't seen him in a while, and it was good to see him. Yeah. Just take.
Anyway, I enjoyed this match though. I did. I thought it was really good. Yeah, I don't know if this is the best match they could have put on, but with the time they were given, I think it was. Because you got to think, like, they don't want to, the first match they ever do, they don't want to put it all out there yet. But still, even though it being the first match, I think it was really good. I enjoyed it. I thought Cody looked really good. Looked like he's doing more than what he was doing in WWE, even in Stardust. I know he did some crazy stuff in Stardust. But missed that. I think you should just bring that back. just for Cody. Like get some gloves or something. Like Cody, OD, all that. He should do that. I think he should do that. But I enjoyed the match. I thought it was good. I thought they worked well together. I don't know if they have before. I wouldn't think so because obviously Cody's been in, but I think they worked really well together. I'm excited to see where this feud's going to go. I think they did a good job of booking this too. Like they booked it to where either one could win. Because Mike Bennett, they book him as like the hardest man to pin, which I like. But also it's Cody Rhodes' in-ring debut. Would have crapped on it if he would have lost, even if Mike Bennett would have won dirty. I'm like, oh my God, he lost in the ring debut. We getting married in TNA. I tell you, that's how fans are. They just don't complain. I enjoyed this. I didn't know who was gonna win. I mean, I felt like Cody was gonna win, but they still did a good job putting Mike Bennett over, like he could win. But next,
I'm wondering what Rabbit thought of this match actually, because he wasn't sure about Cody. I'm wondering.
That is true. We'll probably only reason we didn't have him on today is because we're doing 2 reviews tonight, and I know they're gonna take a while anyway. So probably what's gonna happen is next week, and we'll ask him about it or something like that. I have an extra TNA video in mind too that I want to do. We might do it during that. I don't know. I might just do it next week. But anyway, Maria versus Gail Kim, power versus title. So it's gonna have to do. Power versus title. I enjoyed this. As far as like the match is concerned, I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. I liked they used weapons and everything. I thought that was really cool. It's been a while since we've seen, a weapons match with women. Even in TNA, it feels like it's been a while now, albeit they like touched weapons down a couple weeks ago, but that don't count. But I feel like, this weapons involved. I like that there was a freaking laundry cart involved into the steel post. I thought that was hilarious. Kendo stick, the cookie sheet, all that stuff. I enjoyed this match. I thought it was good. I don't know if it felt abrupt or not. I think the only thing I think that was missing from this was like a celebration from the knockouts or something. Like some sort of dissension from the knockouts, like showing the knockouts like backstage or something, like watching this, and you got your Siennas and your alley. Well, it's kind of obligated to do it. Sienna's, alleys, Laurels, but then you got on the other side, you got like the Jades and maybe the Marty Bells. You got like the kind of the faces on one side and the heels on the other side, both kind of cheering on different sides of the spectrum. Also, I know Madison Rain's been on commentary for the women's matches. I'm wondering, is that going to be like her full-time stick or what's going to happen? Because from what I've been hearing, all the freaking Facebook pages I'm on, apparently Madison Rain, I think it was Miguel from Wrestle Talk Media who said this. He heard that Madison Rain is actually working with creative now in some form or fashion. I don't know if that means she's not going to wrestle anymore or what's going to happen, but that's pretty cool. Creative. I kind of hope she's working with the knockouts. I think it's a little bit easier for a woman be over creative of the knockouts than it is for a man. You know what I mean? Just because they want to be treated the same, but they're still different in certain ways. But that's pretty exciting. I want to see how that's going to play out. But any thoughts? You gave your thoughts on this, did you? No, you didn't. Oh, nope. You did earlier. That's what it was. Thoughts on Maria versus Gail Kim, power versus title, or Madison Rain potentially being in the creative suites and stuff.
I mean, obviously, I still would love to see Madison Rain wrestle, because he was one of the few for a while there that could actually wrestle. That was a knockout.
But Angelina Love is a six-time. I had to throw it out there.
Yeah, where's she at though? Where's she at though? She had a baby and then she ain't.
Maybe she might have had the C-section, and then it takes a little while to get the healing going.
I got it. They setting up. I don't know what her baby name is. But they're setting up a match between her baby and Maxwell. That's what that is.
I mean, but you can't beat the king, though. That's the issue. You can't beat the king.
But I would also like to see. I think she works pretty well on commentary, especially with Josh. I think they're still dating, They were for a while there. So that kind of, it brings a little chemistry there for them to kind of work off of each other, considering it's still half the time between Josh and Pope is kind of awkward. Like there's this weird tension.
But daddy, you gotta.
But I kind of like this match. Wrestling wise, I wasn't impressed with Maria. I've seen better matches of hers, and but then again, this was no disqualification.
How many matches have you seen in Maria?
If you watched her early career in WWE, I mean, she sort of wrestled a little bit, kinda. She had some really good entrance music. I liked it. It made me want to dance. And yeah, shut up.
I mean, but let's just respect this though. Now all the women, close your ears.
He about to say some shit.
Maria's tights though, out of control. They are out of control, darn it. She got too much hanging in the tights. Just too much. I remember she used to distract. I remember in New Japan. I think I saw like a video where she was like distracting the club or whatever, the Bull Club.
Carl Anderson always tried to hit on her. Yeah, that was. But I will give. She did some good spots in this with the trash can lid. The eat defeat with the trash can lid. Oh. No. I liked it though. I kind of would have liked to see part of the Knockouts locker room like come out when Gail Kim won, just kind of showing their excitement, because I think that's part of why it kind of just felt dead after this. Like, oh, she won. Like there was no celebration. There was no like Knockouts coming out. Yay, she's out of power. Like, or even the heels coming out to dispute it or something. Like, I think they dropped the ball with that, having something, happen. I am done. We'll move on.
I agree. I agree. I will move on when a doggone world please to move. Anyway, we got backstage. I think or whatever, and Eli Drake comes out there, and it was funny because button out there though, like he was like, you hit that button one more time. I don't think Eli Drake had the button. Like he won't hide in the button. He didn't have it in his pocket. He had on a shirt.
It was on
shirt. But I thought that was hilarious. He kind of keeping the thing with the button. I hope he didn't come over there push that dog on, but I enjoyed this though. I just like Eli Drake getting in people's heads. Yeah, like and they kept the continuity with this because EC3 is getting another number one contenders match, and I like it. I know a lot of people may be getting sick of it, but like to build on this feud, it makes a lot of sense. For Eli Drake to be like, once again, you're getting another number one contender or number 2.5 contenders shot match, and don't choke. I just like that. I like how they continue to build this feud. For some reason, I was a little surprised that Eli Drake didn't interfere in the main event. I just thought he was going to cost him in some form or fashion. But I mean, I think it maybe helps a little bit that EC3 lost clean to kind of help Eli Drake continue to be like, you choked again, and all of that. But any thoughts on Eli Drake getting into the head of EC? Wait, I messed it up.
EC Tracy. Yeah, EC Tracy. I just have one thing to say. Push the button one more time. Push the button so I can eviscerate you. I just love it.
Man, I don't know if y'all caught this real quick before you get into your thoughts, though. I don't know if y'all caught this. This man said, I am on my knees like your mother last week. And I was like, bruh, no. I don't think he knew what to say after that. I don't know if he meant to say that, but because like he was like he said it, he was like, "Oh, hold up, let me continue."
I was a little bit confused after that because I was like, how he mean that though? Does his mama beg on her knees a lot, or is there something else going on that what kind of family they got there? What happens in the Drake family that we don't need to know about? Yeah, I'm done.
After that, you just there's no more to be said. Uh, we get a Cody making sure Eddie Edwards is okay type of backstage thing. You know, Eddie Edwards still hurting from Lashley beating him up a little bit. You know, making sure he's okay for his title match. So I'm wondering, is that going to be next week? Trying to clue us in on. I feel like they would have said something about it. Well, maybe they were just kind of hitting at it, and then they're going to be like next week. Oh my God, it's Cody Rhodes versus. You know how Pope say stuff. Daddy, it's Cody Rhodes. You know how Pope say stuff. But anyway, I wonder, is that going to be next week, or are they going to push that off a little bit more? But Cody Rhodes checking up on the Eddie or the Edwards.
Man, you know, I don't know about you, but I could taste the heel turn from Cody Rhodes in this. Like, it was so, like, they might as well have just had a sign that says Cody gonna turn heel. Like, it was so obvious. Just the way he was talking, just the tone of his voice, you could kind of tell, you know, he was not really, he's not really concerned. He just, you know, wants to make sure, you know, he's okay. He's okay. So he knows that, you know, he weak. He can take him out. Yeah. Yeah. Cody can never really be a face.
So does Cody Rhodes win the world title next week?
He does.
Would they pull that trigger that soon?
They would.
It could be a ratings boost, honestly. Because I don't think unfortunately, I don't think Eddie Edwards is going to draw.
I don't think he's going to draw, and I like Eddie Edwards.
I mean, it's just like that, especially for the smaller guys. But Cody Rhodes has like a fan base, so I wouldn't be surprised if they pulled the trigger and then kept Mike Bennett and Cody going for a while.
I don't even think with Eddie it's a small guy thing. It's just something about him. Just he's an X division guy. He's not. I don't see him as the world heavyweight champion. Like, I don't know. There's just some guys that just don't feel like world heavyweight champions, you know. And then there's guys that should have been the champion, like X-Pac. He should have been the champion.
Bruh. All right. Anyway, we're gonna move on. Main event's coming up, but I know I forgot about the X Division Championship match. I don't know why, because I enjoyed this match. We got Marshay Rockett versus DJZ for the X Division Championship. You know you didn't think about it, because if we got this far in the show, we had the X Division Championship match. I actually didn't write it down, but I enjoyed this match though. I like Marshay Rockett a lot. I just think he brings something new to the X Division. He brings back that no limits thing. I like his power, but you can tell he's athletic too. He's kind of a hybrid type guy. I like that he kind of proclaims that he's like the new look of the X Division, or I can't remember exactly what he says, but you know, kind of like that new fresh face to the X Division. I like that. This is a good match though. You could see, you know, it kind of let Marshay Rockett do his thing for a little bit. He did a good job of kind of closing in the space with he and DJZ. But also, you know, you kind of got to see, you know, DJZ come in and kind of, when he did get a chance, you know, he really took advantage of that chance. Ended it with the ZDT. I enjoyed this match though. It was kind of cool to see Marshay Rockett get a shot. Like, I know, like, some people are gonna say, "Oh, he just debuted last week. You don't deserve it." But you know, like, you always want to see new people go for the title. But then when new people go for the title, we don't want to see new people go for the title. But I like this because it wasn't like it didn't feel like a typical X Division match to me, which I kind of like. Like, the X Division matches have kind of felt like cruiserweight matches to a certain degree. And I like that they're kind of trying to change that a little bit more with bringing in Marshay Rockett. But any thoughts on Marshay Rockett versus DJZ for the X Division Championship?
See, what I want to know is when does Abyss get his title shot for the X Division title, because he needs another run with the X Division title. I'm just saying. Or Rosemary, why she ain't get one? There's no limits. I'm just saying that's if you don't give her a shot, that's sexist. I like this match. I like that we got to see a little bit more of Marshe Rockett, kind of see what he has to kind of bring to the table. The only thing, I kind of want them to change or update DJZ's ring name, because I mean, I don't get a DJ feel from him anymore. He's not doing the we're not in the mix anymore. They need to change it to like Shima Zion or Zima Ion or Ion or Zima or Z or.
For some reason, I don't know what it is. Zima Ion just sounds like kind of futuristic, like his gimmick anyway. I don't know what it is. It feels like it fits.
Yeah, I think they need to update it, but I don't know.
That's what he does when he comes out to the ring.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did you catch this tonight too? Halfway through the show, or like a little bit through the show, the music stopped playing.
Yeah.
Do you notice that?
I was
weird.
Sure if in my mind, I was like, bro, where the music at though? Hello? Somebody forget to hit the button? There's a button. Hit the button.
Yeah, I mean, because I feel like you could tell that the crowd was hearing it, but for some reason we weren't hearing it. I don't know why. I don't know what happened. I don't know if they didn't cut it on or whatever for us, for the cameras or whatever. But for some reason, I didn't hear it at all. I heard it when Lashley came out, because I remember when Lashley came out, I heard it, but I didn't for some reason. I don't know what it was. It didn't play for DJ Z and Marshe Rockett and guys like that. So I guess technically Marshe Rockett's in the Helm Dynasty too, so that's pretty cool. I want to see how that plays out. Now, albeit he's not from North Carolina, so that's gonna be kind of weird. Greg is gonna be like, what happened was, so he's gonna have to explain.
I get it. I know why Helms ain't there anymore, because he used to be the Hurricane, and the Hurricane just hit, so he trying to hide. He don't want to be blamed for the hurricane. I'm sorry, that was a horrible joke. I hope everyone is okay from Hurricane Matthew. Get it? Because he was a hurricane.
This man.
Watch out.
This man.
Hurricane coming true, and it was a hurricane.
We just gonna move on. We're gonna move on from that whatever that was. We got a vignette. I think what was blinking on the screen was DCC, if I'm not mistaken. I've seen pictures of this, unfortunately. Oh my God, I hate being on Facebook. Because I just hate being spoiled about stuff, especially stuff like this. I've seen pictures of this, like them debuting or whatever. I've just seen them attacking, like a picture of them attacking someone. I don't know who it was, but that's usually how factions start anyway. But it should be an interesting thing. Anti-establishment. They have these white masks. I don't know. I'm kind of wondering, what this is gonna be. I know people are probably already. Because God, TNA's introducing another faction name on it. I tell you, no. But for the most part, TNA's factions have been pretty good. Think about Team Canada. Aces and Aces started out really well.
Started out really well.
It played out pretty well.
It went on too long.
I mean, how long? I mean, they couldn't stop it a week later. Was the issue? You had to find a way to stop the actual faction. I like the BDC. I love the BDC personally. Fortune was pretty cool, and then having them feud with Main Event Mafia was pretty cool. But I mean, I think it'll be a pretty cool faction. They've done pretty good job with factions before, so I like it. Any thoughts on the faction that we're gonna get? This man over here looking up, trying to look up the doggone faction to not give his thoughts on the dang on.
Hold on. Okay.
I'm gonna move on to the main event. Okay. This man over here.
Hey. I'm not done. But I like, from what I see, I like it. I like who's in the faction. I do.
Don't tell me. Don't tell me. I don't even know who's in it. I just saw the picture with them with the mask on.
I mean, one of them, Used to be
Don't want to know, Justin. I don't want to know.
Two of them used to be in WWE
Justin, I don't want to know.
And then one of them ain't been in either one. He a new guy, but he not new for the indie scene. You know. But my thing, like when they did this, like cutaway to this like video package, whatever, alert, whatever. My thing was, okay, there's 3 guys, and they are guys. So spoiler alert, there's 3 guys, they're male, so that narrows it down for you. To all the wrestlers in the world that are guys. But there were a bunch of other masks like surrounding them. So like is that a clue that they're going to add more people to this faction? What like
Casey, you know that there's always room. This is gonna teach you for one more. So
I mean, for a little hint, that gives you a hint as to one of the members. I'm just saying. I'm not telling you who it is, but there's always room for one more.
What? Really? What? Really? That's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, we'll get to that. Yeah, I'm excited to maybe finally be surprised by something happening because I keep getting spoiled by accident. Like the last 3 like big surprise things besides Eddie Edwards winning, I've been surprised about. I mean, I've known about it before. Dang on it. So I'm trying to stay away from this, but I'm sure it'll lead to me somehow.
Don't worry.
So if you text me the names, I'm gonna be really mad. But we got Moose versus EC3. I was excited about this match. I was. I was just excited because we haven't seen this match before. You know, a lot of times with the main events, even though they're for the most part good, we usually have seen them once or twice before. But I like that we hadn't seen this before. It was a good match. I like that it was. I like that it was. It was a it was a power, kind of a power on power match, but there was still some athleticism in it too. I enjoyed it though. I thought the match was really good. They, kind of like I said before, although you had a feeling that Moose was going to win because EC3's had chance after chance, and it's kind of locked in a feud with Eli Drake, you still, they still had those points where it felt like either one could win. Moose wins with the go to hell for the win. I enjoyed this match though. I just thought it was it was just a really good match. And then we got the face off between Lashley and Moose that we've all been waiting for so long. Dang on it, since Moose debuted. Excited. I want to see how that's going to be. I'm sure it's going to be not going to disappoint, especially if it's in the main event. But any thoughts on the main event of the evening?
I do have some thoughts. Oh, by the way, you should check that message I sent you. I sent you a really important message.
I saw the message, but I'm not going to click on it.
I think you should check it out. It's real important. I like the match. I don't know if anyone else caught it, but for some reason it felt like you read that. Yeah, read it all. It felt like EC3 was a little bit off his game. I don't know if he's injured or if he has something going on, but even when he came out earlier to save Eddie Edwards, he seemed slow and kind of off of his game. I don't know if he, like I said, if he has an injury or what's going on, because I don't read spoilers except for the spoiler that I sent DJ.
So I didn't read it. I just sorry. I'll let you continue. I'll talk about it here in a second.
But I didn't think it was a bad match. I'm like DJ said, I'm happy that Moose won. Finally, we're gonna get Moose versus Lashley, which should be a good match. Yeah, I'm just wondering what they're gonna do with the world title right now.
All right. Not to spoil anything, because obviously I know one member of that. Anyway, but they've done a really good job with this, by the way. The man left TV. He left, put it on Twitter, changed his complete his bio and everything. And that's really smart, I feel like. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to obviously spoil anything for anyone who doesn't want to know, because I don't want to know. Darn it. not reading that article. It's just gonna be there.
Oh, you gonna read it?
Um,
You're gonna break down and you're gonna read the article.
I'm not. I'm really not. But I just thought the match was really good. But they have done a really good job with the kind of the leader of this, I guess you could say, because the way they the way that this person was taken off of TV, you know, and the way they kind of played it out on social media too, they did a pretty good job with this. But I'm excited though. I want to see what's gonna happen with this kind of DCC faction. But anyway, TNA Impact Wrestling for 10/13/2016. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button for us, you know, for more TNA reviews. Also give us a like. Coming up soon, we got the No Mercy 2001 review. Then we'll be coming to you with Hell in a Cell. I don't think we picked our Hell in a Cells yet. We're ready for the upcoming Hell in a Cell, so we'll be picking those sometime in the near future. But we hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to give us a like, subscribe, comment down below if you got any thoughts. That's about it. We'll see you guys later.